And that is how you take care of business. Rocket launchers don't work, but teammates always help. Comment of the day goes to this man right here. Make sure you comment down below for your chance to win comment of the day. Let's get into it, guys. Hey guys, natedoggwilbur back here for another video. Guys, welcome back to an episode of my Fortnite series. So starting off right away, we're going to go ahead and land in Junkie Junction. So let's go ahead and go to the right here. Now, a lot of times when I play with, PJ, we usually are teammates and us. We usually don't all go together. Now, it's not that we're not team players. We just have a strategy we use, and most of the time it ends up winning for us. So, if we have a team that goes with us, and they all want to, win together, we love it. But if they don't want to go with us, we kind of just go on our own path, and we kind of go on from there. So, starting off right away, I'm going to go to Junkie Junction, looted a little bit. Now, I see a couple guys landing near us. I see one guy landing to my left here, and I believe there's one guy past us a little bit too for the far left right there. So, we have to keep that in mind when going ahead and looting this, that they're all people near us, and there's a chance we could go ahead and get killed. So, big thing here, guys, is I'm actually, a lot of times in this game, I go back and forth when it comes to weapon choice. A lot of times, I love the crossbow. A lot of times, I love the AR. Sometimes, I love the 3-round burst. The 3-round burst, though, is one gun that I've been hating my whole entire Fortnite career. Ever since I first played this game, I hate 3-round burst. I always think it's pointless because, it's like, oh, well, what's the point of a 3-round burst? You're going to die right away because you can't, keep shooting it endlessly at someone. But since I've started playing, at least today a little bit, I've been loving this gun. Now, the 3-round burst, what it does, it ends up making me not push people as much. Instead, kind of sitting back and building more and playing stuff smart. When I don't, just run right in with the assault rifle, it makes me actually win, 1v1 battles because I'm not as aggressive. With that in mind, it's also more accurate in short-range situations like this you see right here. I won't miss half the time like I do with the assault rifle. So right here, for example, he ends up pushing me. I did not know where he was at first. He actually pushes me from the right here, and you're gonna see with 3-round burst, bam, I one-shot him, headshot him, and he's done. With the assault rifle, I probably would have missed because I would have been trigger happy and I would have been kind of scared and I wouldn't have been as, smart in that situation. Now, we go ahead and move on from Junkie Junction and we move on to Pleasant Park. Now, Pleasant Park is the complete opposite of the name right here, as you can see. We have someone building a whole entire base over there. Now, they were fighting back and forth, and me and PJ were kind of just scoping the grounds, see what they were going to do, and then kind of go ahead and see where we should push. So I end up pushing to the middle here. And what you're going to end up seeing is I end up, again, 3-round burst. I'm a lot less aggressive. So I wanted to go ahead and get a good angle on them. And you can see right here, I end up knocking that guy down right away. And then the second guy comes in. I end up killing him just like that. So very, very nice. Just like that. We have 3 kills, 35 people remaining. Surprisingly enough, our teammates are still alive. Which, I say that in the fact that a lot of times our teammates are not alive still at this point. So I end up getting shot at. This guy completely sucks at shooting because he completely missed me. Now, I did not know where he was at first, but I had a good understanding that he probably was inside the house. He shot me from that general direction, so we had 2 choices here. He's inside the house or he's on top of the mountain up there. Now, I wasted my minigun here. I didn't have much ammo, but I wanted to see if, I could destroy something, but I end up not being able to do anything. So I end up running to my left here, taking a couple of shots, as you can see, but I wanted to get that grenade launcher because I wanted to go ahead and destroy that house and make him push a little bit outside the house. And you can see right here, PJ ends up killing him when he does end up pushing to the left there. So PJ takes him out, and just like that, we are in a good situation. 28 people remaining. 4 of them are, 2 others of them are teammates. So about 24 people remaining. 3 kills under our belt right here. We end up getting shot at. First, did not know where it was, but it ended up being right in front of us here. They were actually hiding behind that little area right here. So I end up going ahead and pushing him to the right. Being a little bit aggressive, but I got my assault rifle out. If I'm going to be aggressive in this situation, I'm going to have my assault rifle. So I end up taking him out just like that. 10 shield, 100 health, didn't take much damage in that fight. And again, that's all about being a little bit more safe and not being as aggressive. If I was more aggressive in those fights, I would have been completely destroyed, because, you know, having the angle on people, that's all this game is about. Now, going back here, I wanted to go ahead and get some rockets for my grenade launcher. Other than that, though, nothing too special. The minigun, I have such a hate-love relationship with, because yes, it can be the best gun in the game, and it also can be the complete worst gun in the game, because half the time you're like, yes, that's awesome, I can destroy stuff like I did right there, but at the same time, you know, it's very inaccurate when it comes to a long distance. It's good for destroying bases, but I honestly rather have a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher to destroy a base. Now, you see right there, I went back and I got my 3-round burst, because again, my 3-round burst, I love it so much. It's so accurate, and how many times I missed a shot on someone or I didn't kill someone because the AR is so inaccurate. I can't take the risk of not having it. So right here, we end up going ahead and pushing to the left. Now we have 24 people remaining, and now in the next clip you're going to see we have 18 people remaining. This guy was actually AFK to the right here. I did not see him at first, because I did not think this was actually someone, but he was actually AFK, and again, I should have shot him a 3-round burst. I would have killed him probably in 2 shots with a 3-round burst, but his teammates actually to the right here, you're going to see. He ends up building up the mountain, and these are actually the guy, this is actually the guy who ends up getting really annoying at the end of this game. You're going to end up seeing this later on in the game. He ends up being the guy who ends up attacking us the most, which is kind of surprising, because usually when a teammate dies like that, you know, there's one person remaining, they're not as, you know, they don't push as much as a team would. But this guy was he was a very hard fighter in this game. So you see right here, I get 100, and I end up going ahead and trying to get the loot, and he ends up sniping me, taking off 105, so I end up losing all that. Building wise, I'm trying to get better at building faster, but you see right there, I end up building a pyramid. That happens more often than not. The way to fix that, honestly, is I should go ahead and just change my pyramid every game to stairs, like I showed you guys before in how to shoot better video. If you change them to stairs and you have that issue where you're trying to build fast, it just gives you stairs that you can go ahead and hide behind. So I should start doing that, but I always end up forgetting it. So I end up climbing up the mountain here, trying to get a better vantage point on this guy, mainly because I don't want him to go ahead and kill me. But what ends up happening is, you see the circle, I need to go ahead and push a little bit inside the circle, and that was a little bit of an issue. So I end up pushing to the right here, getting on top of the mountain, trying to get a good angle point on him, and PJ actually is down there below the mountain, ends up getting pushed by a team of 2. So he instantly calls out and said, hey, man, I need help. I got, you know, 2 people down here. So I end up having to go down the mountain that I just built this whole entire thing on top of, even though I'm not inside the circle like a dum-dum. And I see the guys across the hill there to the right. That guy is actually building himself. Well, he's trying to avoid me from sniping him, but you're going to see right here, I am not that great at sniping. I try my best to go ahead and try to, you know, shoot in front of people, but it doesn't usually work out for me too well. But right here, you can see again, as I said, though, I was trying to med kit up. I had, you know, 95 health, and he ends up getting under attack. So I wanted to go ahead and just med kit up real fast, and then go down there and take care of business. So right going down there, I should have impulsed him, honestly. This guy right here, I accidentally shoot him with a freaking shotgun, but I end up killing him with the assault rifle. But I should have impulsed him, the guy in there, and I would have probably been able to take care of that a lot more efficient if I would have just went ahead and impulsed them. And tell me down below, guys, how do you like the impulse grenades? I'm kind of iffy about them. I like them, and I hate. It's a love-hate relationship again, because they're really awesome, because you can go ahead, you know, and just either propel yourself forward and get, like, you know, 5 or 10 feet forward, or you can go ahead and just, you know, impulse someone out of the whole entire base. So I haven't tried any meme strategies with them where I go ahead and get a win with them, but I would love to see if you guys, tell me down below if you guys have had any wins with the, with the impulse grenades. But we end up building up this mountain here, and you see we have a supply drop right to our right here. We want to get some kind of, you know, vantage point on our opponents. So we have 5 people remaining. obviously 3 people outside of us. I was so scared they were going to come up behind us and just follow our whole entire trail up that I kept trying my best to be able to see if I could go ahead and, you know, stop them from getting behind us. But they were all actually in front of us. I ended up like a dum-dum. I shoot high. They're actually right in front of me right there. Complete L move on my point. But again, 3 people remaining. We can go ahead and kill them. All we have to do is go ahead and just take care of business here. And you see, they're literally building around that whole entire area right there. They're trying to build as fast as we shoot rockets, which obviously is not too difficult. But just like always, I am literally the sniper magnet. Snipers always end up going ahead and sniping me. Mainly because I just literally just sit in one location like this and try to rocket people. And that is what ends up happening here. So I end up hiding underneath of this so PJ can come and get me. He's still fighting with the other guys. He ends up taking out, I believe, 2 of them. So we end up having 1 person remaining. You saw the intro clip of this video, guys, where we went ahead and, you know, fought the last guy. And rocket launcher, I'm pretty much set. Like, if I was in the final circle of, you know, to win this game, the only thing I would want more would be resources. And that's something I really need to start doing a lot more. Getting more and more resources. And you see right here, he ends up going ahead and taking care of business. And taking out 2 of the 3 guys remaining. They end up pushing us a little bit, you see right here. But he ends up taking care of business. So again, tell me down below, guys, how many wins do you have in Fortnite? Personally speaking, I only have 8. Which I know is really sad. It's a really sad day when you only have 8 wins in a game that you play. I don't play too much, but I definitely play more than the average person. So I was actually kind of surprised they did not push us a little bit. I kind of expected them to flank us to the left-hand side here, you know, kind of come around and get us. But surprisingly, they ended up not doing that. So we have 1 person remaining. The storm is going to end up pushing us. I'm going to go ahead and try to medkit up a little bit so that this last guy doesn't just kill me 1 shot. And yeah, trying to get another Battle Royale actually would have been this is actually my first Battle Royale win of the new season. So I had no idea where this guy was. PJ ends up dropping a med kit for me, so I'm like, alright, so where's that med kit? He ends up dropping it in here, and I end up going ahead and picking it up and you know, medic kitting up. So again, we have 28 seconds before the storm pushes us. 1 guy remaining, no idea where he is. Most likely he's hiding. And what ends up happening, guys, is the storm. He's actually hiding, I believe, inside the storm. So you see right here, I almost end up dying, which is really would be a very sad day. But he ends up hiding right next to the storm to the right-hand side. I end up pushing to the right, and I end up going ahead and trying to explode him with a rocket launcher. And I'm not able to go ahead and kill him. But PJ ends up going ahead and getting the kill. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe button. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.